dear students. I wish that you are all doing good and in a good health. Today we are going to talk about worksheet number 7, which is talk about freezing bands. Freezing bands. Bands here means header. Um, I want you to start with opening your booklet on worksheet number 7 and write the date here. If you don't have your booklet with you, I'm going to attach a copy from this worksheet along with this video. So here on the worksheet, um, let's start now. Here in this worksheet, you are going to find all the steps needed in case you didn't understand any of these videos. And also I'm going to see you this practical part. The most important thing is I want you to practice. If you practice, it's nothing is going to be hard for you. Let's go now to our Excel. Freezing bands here means I'm going to freeze one column or one row because I don't want for the bigger worksheets. I want them to help me to stay still in their places, and I don't want them to move. I can do this for the columns or for the rows. How can I do this? Let's say I'm going here. I want to freeze this header, the header or this band, the number, the name, the net salary, medical insurance, etc. How can I do this? I need to go for using the view menu here, and we having the group called window. The group called window. Again, when you start your Excel, you must have a table or you must have certain data because they help you to freeze here the band. So from home, we are going to the view tab, and from the view tab we have the window group. From the window group we having freeze bands. When I click on the arrow here, you can find freeze bands, or you can freeze the top only or freeze the column only. Freeze bands help you to freeze the row and the column you want to be visible for you for all the time. Here, if you want to freeze the top or you want to freeze the column only. So let's start there. I'm going to freeze this row now. Click on the drop down list and click on freeze top row. So I'm going now to copy this. So when I'm going scrolling now down, you can see that the top band here or the top row here freeze. I can move wherever I want. You can see, you observe that I am moving down. You can see that the row here is freeze and stay on its place. In case I don't want to keep the freezing or I want to unfreeze the row, so going again to the window group from the freezing band, I can unfreeze the band. Unfreeze the band. When I click on it, now I can move freely without any freezing bands. Without any freezing bands. Let's try it now for the column. Let's try it now for the column. Now go again back to the freeze bands, then freeze the first column. I'm freezing the first column. When I want to go like this, I'm going now. I'm moving to the right. You can see that the first column freezed. The first column freezed. To unfreeze it, again go back and unfreeze the band. If I want to choose the first one, freeze bands, you can find that if you go up and down, you can see that all the bands freeze. You can move freely now without freezing the first column and the first row. If I want to stop freezing, unfreeze band. This option helps me when I'm having a huge Excel sheet with a huge data. Let's say like the tables for the marks if I want to freeze the name of the students and go through the marks of or if I have a, a large amount of let's say employees and I want to search through these employees and their salaries. You can try this. It's very easy to try and it's not difficult. Only you need to also there is no need to highlight anything for the rows. It's obvious you can freeze only the top band, the first column, or the first row, or the header here. You cannot freeze, let's say you can't freeze like a row or a column in the middle. You can't do this. It's only for the top or the first column and the first row. You can either freeze the first column or the first row, or you can freeze them both. This is our lesson for today. It's very easy. I wish that you all be in a good health, and I'm looking forward to hear from you. If you have any questions, you can ask me while we having our Zoom class, or you can contact me using B12. Thank you for listening, and uh, have a good time.